Here comes the boy. Hello, boy. Welcome. There he is. He is here.
Woogie 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 woogie. Woogie 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 woogie.
Gamers! Hello! Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to turn myself on. Hold on a sec. Scuff, 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 scuff! Don't know how to be a VTuber anymore. It's been too long. It's been exactly 1 week. Has my IP address changed again? No, we're good. Okay, cool. Do 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 do. Hi! How do I sound? Do I sound loud? Hold on. Let me turn myself down a little bit more. How do I sound? Do I sound okay? Do I sound better? Do I sound scratchy? Do I sound like I'm coming from a tube? I sound good? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I got cut off. Oh no, I got cut off. Oh no, I got cut off. My yippee got cut off. Fuck. Okay, hold on. I just am not allowed to change volume. No. All right, let's try that again. Yeah. All right, that one was okay. That one was okay. That one didn't get cut off. We like that. We like that. All right, all right. Anyways, good morning, everybody. Hi. Uh, I did this to myself. I chose to be awake early and get up out of bed early and also start stream early. Yeah, I did that. I did that to me, myself, and I did that to me. Yes, I did. You did this, I did this. I did this to me. To ensure that you guys got at least 3 hours. At least 3 hours of me. Isn't that so cool? Let's see. 11 to noon is 1, noon to 1 is 2, 2 to 3 is 3. Not, yeah. Hold on. What time is my appointment? Yeah. 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 14:30. 14:30 is the latest. The latest I can be streaming. Which is noon, 1, 2, 3 to 3.5 hours. So if I'm at the 3-hour mark, y'all need to be like, hey, your shit's in order. My shit is in order. My bag is ready to go, so I can just call my Lyft, take me to the hospital, for spinal evaluation. Ooh. Isn't that so fun? I get to go to a spinal specialist. Yippee. Do we get to poke one of your eyes for each minute past 3 hours you go? No! That's mean. That's harassment. That's so many eyes. Okay, hold on. Let me Mongo, congratulations on first. Thank you for checking in. Adric, congratulations on second, and thank you for checking in. Mongo, thank you for resubscribing for 6 months. 7 months in total. 6 months. 6 months resubscribed though. Thank you. Thank you. Zero Piccolo! Hello! Good morning. Congratulations on third. Piccolo, thank you so much for checking in. Strix, thank you so much for checking in. Strix, thank you for 10 months with Prime. Oh, thank you so much. You only have 1 Prime a month and you gave it to me. Thank you. Piccolo, thank you so much for the 7 stream streak. It has been a week. Mongo, congratulations, or thank you for the 75 stream streak. Yeah! Stream! Thank you for the head pats. Biz, thank you for checking in. Saudi, thank you for checking in. Hello. Alright. Hello? I joined early, now back to class. Goodbye, Edric. Hi, Daywolf. Going back to work. Thank you, Piccolo. What's up? You sound good? Yay! Settings are hard. Dude, I was laughing at my karaoke stream again. Like, I kept eyeing it, being like, oh yeah, my reverb looks fine. It looks like it's being caught, but then, like, of course, the moment I look away for a different, like, for a louder note or something is when I take my eyes off of it, and of course, that's, you know, yeah. So, I think what the thing to do is, if I'm going to do, like, karaoke, I need to, like, turn my shit down. and you guys are gonna have to suffer with me being just a little bit quieter. And by a little bit quieter, I mean I will be just as loud, but I will be singing instead. Ha 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 ha. Because, like, I'm playing around with my motive mix input stuff, and it looks like I can turn down my initial gain a little bit like this, and I can be very quieted. So I was thinking like that. That doesn't get cut off, right? You guys can hear that? Oh, that did get cut off. Just kidding. Turn me back up. Anyways, oh well. Life will go on, I suppose. I'm being swallowed by the void. It's funny because, like, generally speaking, I am not, like, very loud. Like, I laugh really loud, that's for sure. I laugh loud as fuck. Because I laugh with my whole body. You know what? That was actually something that somebody complimented me on once. They're like, I really like when you laugh because you laugh with your entire body. And I was like, I think that's a compliment. I think so. So like so like shows the laugh is real? Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. 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 Let's see. Did I miss anything else? Um 6, 7. Now it says 11 months. Twitch is trolling. Oh. I think it's saying like 10 months in a row or 11 months total, something like that. I don't know. But thank you so much. Thank you. Oh no, yeah, it says 11 months. They've been subscribed for 11 months. Thank you, Strix. I appreciate it. I want you to be louder. Oh god. A quiet chase feels illegal. It's so quiet. Well, okay. So the thing is like when I'm playing games with people, people are always like, "You're so quiet," and I'm like, "Oh, I can't talk louder right now." Or like, I think part of it is like my voice needs to be louder than the music going into my ears, which makes it easier for me to like be louder. But if I'm playing games with people, it's so quiet and I feel like I'm being so loud, you know? Like I don't want to be louder than the next person. That's weird. That's rude. I don't know. I get self-conscious about it. Or like if I'm in like a group or something and I try to talk, like I'm talking at the volume that sounds right in my in my internal head voice, right? But then like if I'm but like sometimes that's not like loud enough, I guess, right? Like for other people, I feel like I'm shouting sometimes and I'm just like, I don't want to be shouting because I'm always, you know, I don't know. You know, I might be 33, but that trauma lasts forever, guys. Just so you know. It never goes away. Hi, Fukuya. Thank you for checking in. How was the con? It was super fun. It was very cool. Uh I played a lot of mahjong. I competed in 2 mahjong tournaments. The beginner tournament, I got 5th, and I was like, sick. Even though my first table I got first in. My second table, I think I got third or second. It was second or third. My third table was bad. And my fourth table, I won out on top again. And my last hand was a 12k Mungun. And I was like, let's fucking go! And and that put me to 5th. So if my other 2 tables had gone okay, I probably would have won. But my first table and last table were a good opener and closer. My second and third table were bad. They weren't the worst they could be, but they were bad. And then I played in the advanced tournament after some goading from Flock. Flock was like, I don't know what you're worried about. There's a bunch of other like beginners in the advanced tournament. And he's like, you're doing fine. You're also playing efficiently right now. Look at you go. And I was like, Flock, I just want to do you proud. And then I ended at negative 69 points. So I don't know. I think that takes some skill. That takes some fucking skill right there to end at exactly negative 69 points. So, you know, nice. Nice. Thank you, Pixel. Nice. But yeah, I the anti-nice. It kind of sucked because for the advanced tournament there wasn't as many tables or as many rounds. Sorry, there wasn't as many rounds, so each game was longer. So for the beginner tournament, it was exactly 1 round of East. So you played East 1 through 4. There was no repeats, and we had a 35-minute time limit, I believe. So each one of the tables went by a lot faster. So it kind of felt like I was playing like a 3-round kita, or like a 3-person kita, on muscle, because the pacing was a lot faster. I say a lot faster, but then not really, because there was a lot of beginners who were taking a long time deciding their hands, and so I was just like, la 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 la. So anyways, how's your con going? Yeah, la 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 la. So the beginner tournament was a lot more like chill, and then the advanced tournament had a couple of pro players playing, and I was like, can you, hey, the fuck are you doing in this tournament? Pro player! I see you! I know you! I see you at the Mahjong parlor! But for the advanced tournament, it was 3 rounds, only 3 rounds. The final round was the final table of the top 4. So there was not actually like more time, but there was more time in each round. So each round was 65 minutes. And there were repeats allowed. And unless you played an entire game of a full East and South round. So for advanced, the rules were a full East and South round. Repeats allowed, 65-minute time limit. And they had the full Mahjong rule set in as well. So there were penalties for doing certain moves, and dead hands were in play, I suppose. So I made a couple of rookie mistakes, but as is to be expected, since I am very literally a rookie. Like, my understanding and playstyle for Mahjong is like more than a beginner, but like maybe not quite intermediate yet. Especially because I don't have every single hand memorized yet. There's like a lot more shapes that I have a hard time recognizing off the bat, right? But for the advanced tournament, I did one of those. Okay, so I did an illegal cut of I called in a 7. I think I called a 7, and I tried to cut a 9 from my hand, and they said that that wasn't allowed. And I'm like, okay. Did they really have? Did they have really nice tiles? Is that what they're called, or just standard ones? The tiles were so we were the tournament was played on auto tables. So auto tables are set up to where you don't have to set up the walls, which are like the pieces that go around the center, right? So you don't have to set up the walls, and uh, sorry, hold on, brain. So we don't have to set up the walls. However, we do still have to break the wall and grab the hand tiles and stuff like that. So I however, there was one very fancy auto table that did both uh the wall break and gave you your starting hands. However, they do not give you a starting draw, which means that when whoever goes first needs to draw their initial tile as well. Whereas when we're doing the wall break manually, the person who goes first usually draws their initial tile with their initial hand. So that can fuck up some people sometimes. There's a lot of people who have talked about how they've gotten dead hands because they didn't draw their initial tile because they're so used to um get just like being given your hand, right? It's so funny. I've seen one of those tables on the MPL streams. Yeah. So one of the people who has that table is actually a friend of Krisu's. And it's just really funny how like the Venn diagram of people we know all like overlap. So like I met Flock through Offkai actually. So when I went to Offkai, I was playing the mahjong tables at Offkai, and then I met Flock there, and he was actually teaching the table of how to like play and stuff like that. And I was playing with Turtles actually, Mr. Turtles, and like Mr. Turtles and was like, "Oh yeah, the mahjong tables are set up." I was like, "Offkai has mahjong?" I was like, "What?" The game room? They're like, "Oh yeah, because it's like in a different room." I was like, "What?" So it wasn't in the arcade area, it was in the board game area. And so I completely missed it, right? I did not see the mahjong tables until Turtles was like, "Yeah, the mahjong tables are right there." And I was like, "What the fuck?" So Turtles and I sat down to play mahjong with a couple of people. And then Flock was actually over there to try and help teach and everything like that. So he was helping set up the table for like, you know, how do we break the wall, how do we set up that, blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, that's cool. And then I connected with Flock because he was like, "Oh, you're a VTuber?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm a VTuber." And then we were talking, and then I ended up doing art for Flock, and then that's how we became friends. And then I actually found out that Flock and I live kind of close together. And so he was like, "There's a mahjong parlor not too far away, and that's where I go." And I was like, "Oh shit, okay." So me and Flock went to that mahjong parlor, and then that's how I met a couple of other mahjong people. And then, but that was only one. So like my memory of a lot of them, were like a little fuzzy. And so when I went to Fanime this last weekend, I was like, "I know you from the mahjong parlor. I've seen your face before. I've seen your face before. I've seen your face before." And I was like, "God damn, okay." But I was talking about how the mahjong tables at Offkai were like really fun and nice, and like it was really cool to learn how to play. And then Karisu was like, "Oh, I have a friend who's also into mahjong," and I was like, "Oh, that's crazy." And it turns out, yeah, they do know each other because because you can't live in this area without knowing all of the other mahjong peeps. I was like, "That's crazy. That's so funny." But also so crazy. I know you. Oh, I also during the during the tournament, one of the TOs were like going through the names, and you know how my name is like all smushed together. So like he was reading the name out and he goes Chase, and I went 𝒫𝓁𝒶𝓎. Chase cubed, and he went why did I read it like that? I got 𝒫𝓁𝒶𝓎 in real life. It was very good. It was very good. God, it was very funny. It made me laugh a lot though, because I was like, it's quite literally a meme in my channel to be called 𝒫𝓁𝒶𝓎. Like it's okay. It's very good. It makes me feel happy. 𝒫𝓁𝒶𝓎. Uh, oh god. You got the Starbucks pronunciation. The number of times I've gotten Jace with a J from Starbucks when I used to go was like pretty often. Pretty often. I'm trying to think of the other ones I've gotten. Like I've gotten Case, CASE. I've gotten Jace and every variation of Jace. So JACE, JASE, JAICE, I think once. And I was just like, you know, I can't blame you. It's loud in there. And also Jace and Chase sound exactly the same. So like I can't blame them. As an EU person, I always found it shocking how Starbucks spelling is actually real. Oh no, yeah, it's real. It is 100% real. Because you're giving a cup, a Sharpie, and a teenager with auditory processing issues 5 seconds to write a name down. And you know what? That's fair. Honestly, chill. Yeah, Jace is pretty close at least. Yeah, yeah. I've gotten Jace quite a bit. I've also gotten people who like have met me in person and has like at work and stuff, and I'll like introduce myself, you know, I'll be like, I'm Chase. They're like, oh, it's so cute. I love that name. And I was like, oh, thank you. And then like I come to learn that they thought my name was Jace with a J. And it makes like like I don't mind. It honest mistakes. But it I wonder how it changes their perception of me when they realize that I just go by my last name. Like in general, I mostly just go by Chase. Chase is my name, and that's just how I generally go in places. Uh, but it's also weird when people are like, "Oh, what's your first name?" And then I'll give them my first name, and they'll be like, "Oh, I'll just call you that." And I said, "No, I introduced myself as Chase. Use Chase." But it's like it's so weird when people are like, no, I'll just use this, and I'm like, I introduced myself a certain way. I expect you to use the way that I introduced myself. Like it's not rude to call me by the thing I introduced myself as, you know? Let me just use the thing you didn't say originally. Exactly, Pixel. It's so fucking weird. Like I will give certain people like permission to use my full first name if they want to. Like that's if that's what I do, that's up to their prerogative on whatever they choose to do with that. But like, wait, I can't call you Poo Poo Pee Pee Pants. You want your actual name? Yeah, exactly. Like like let me see. Like Tia, obviously my husband calls me not my last name. um uh Dana and Creasy used to, but they switched over to just calling me Chase all the time because they're like, it's a little easier than doing like a name slip up on stream, and I go, that's fair. I appreciate that. Personal convenience over respect. That's Freedom Way. Hi, Bakery. Hello, AMV. How are you? I thought he would have called you Coupe No. He mostly just calls me Boo. Like B-O-O. He just calls me Boo. It's very cute. Alright, you guys came here for art or something, right? Hi, I'm in the middle of the screen. Let me just scoot over really quick. Hold on, wait. Yeah. Alright. Vinka! I am now confused on what to call you. No! Hi, Vinka! Vinka, you can call me Chase. 𝒫𝓁𝒶𝓎. You can call me whatever you want, V. I say that because I don't think you know my full government name, so I will settle for my love. I nibble on your little space buttons because you're so cute. I typically call you president. Thank you, chicks. I'm kidding. Whatever you want to do. I heard boobs on. I'm kidding. Incredible. Well, I'm opening up my second protein bar, so I guess we can yap a little bit more. Okay, yeah, I'm caught up. Chase, do you agree that the left boob is the party boob? Very much so. Let me see. I would say it's right boob. I would say it's right boob. Hi, Joe. Huh? Okay. Okay. There's a really old comic and Tumblr post about this. Mongo, you're referring to that, right? I'm just double checking. The KK Slider Gurenge cover is wild. It's so good. So, there's an old, I think it's a Hannah Hamlin comic. It probably boils down to that. Wait, okay. Wait, Mongo, explain. I'll explain the origin of Party Boob, as I know it. So, there is an old, I think it's a Hannah Hamlin comic, wait, I was all, oh my god, let me go check in with Chase, and I arrived to see that. Oh. I'm so glad, Joy. Mongo's referring to Tia, who brought it up to us originally. Oh, but Tia did talk about it again yesterday, but I've known this for others for years. Okay, so there's the original reference to that from what I learned, from where I learned it at least, is there was a comic that was like, and I believe Tumblr post as well, that was talking about how they always have one boob that sags lower than the other boob, and that boob that is like all perky or whatever is the one that they call the party boob. Or it's the other way around, I don't remember. Or the other one is saggy because it did too much partying or something like that. Some shit. It's either or. But mine would probably be the right one. I'm like thinking. Don't mind me visualizing with I think mine is the right one, but it's because I'm left-handed, I think. I assume that's what it had to do with, but I don't know what it is. assume. I was like, you know what? It's been a while. Let's go give some love to a lovely beam gets the party book question flashbang. It's a totally innocent question. There's nothing wrong with it. I swear. Hold on. Okay, let me see if I can find it, and then I'll paste it in here so you guys can see. Party boob comic. Here it is. I found it immediately. Calm your tit. Just one tit. Leave the other one crazy and out of control. That your party tit. Fucking screaming. We're getting some art all right. Shut the fuck up, Strix. Yes. Here you go. Yeah. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. The one that didn't sag. Yeah. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. But, two. That's what I think of. That's what I think of when I hear party boob. I've known the left boob being party boob for like 8+ years now. That's wild. It said party boob, the true party one. Or is it in fact it's the more stiff evidence that is in fact non-party boob since the other dancers are more chill? Very true, very true. You never know. Honestly, it's the dichotomy of the question, right? One may never know the true intentions. Is the party boob simply covering up for the depression it feels, where the other one actually truly enjoys being out? Or are we talking Can we turn this into a philosophical debate? What's the man in the cave one? Is that Socrates? Man in a cave. Philosophy. Allegory of the Cave. Plato. That's Plato. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. You're so right, AMB. You're so right. That is Plato. Or is there a stick in the mud who's flexible to party? That's the one with the silicone injection in it. Yeah. That one, too inflexible. Too balloon-like, and firm. Hello, Kira Knows! Welcome to the party boob debate. The what? Hello, Bland. Welcome to the party boob debate. I clipped the party tip moment and it literally gave me the URL Find Bombastic. Oh my god, it knows! It knows! Sorry, I started this out of curiosity. I heard the words, and now I'm referencing something completely different, right? Is this one of those chats I should come back to later then? No, no, no. This is a completely innocent debate and that we're turning into a philosophical question. As someone with piercings, I'm gonna say no, they're not gonna be into fitness. This song always reminds me of Cotton Eye Joe. What's the party boob debate? Oh, so the question is which one is your party tit, the left one or the right one? And everyone can answer this question. Everybody's got titties. Everyone has titties. So for me, I think mine is the right one. Right one. It's easy. Let's fucking go. Let's rock. That's right, Kiranos. It is the right one, isn't it? Yeah, Mongo was saying that he's always heard it's the left one. Oh god, I forgot a budget to get piercings. Fuck! Pixel, are you doing piercings? Are you getting piercings? Pixel? 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 Are the boys gonna go get a spa day and then go get piercings? Is this what I'm hearing? Ooh, excuse me. Whoa, that was powerful. Hi, Clover! Chase, you and your eyebrow piercing comment got me thinking way too much. Yeah? 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 Not nip, not piercings, but I was gonna get some spikes in my ears. Oh, that's so exciting. Left eyebrow is party eyebrow, though. True. The party bird. Now, is the one that sags more a light or heavy weight when it comes to drinking at parties? I would say the saggy one is probably the one that drinks a bit more because it's a little heavier, you know, more liquids. Yeah. I need fake piercings to see if that's what I like or not. Ooh, so hacks. So, Mongo, one of the easiest ways to put on fake piercings, especially for eyebrow piercings, would be to get like decorative it's either like nail deco items or you can say like some of the sewing items as well, but usually the nail deco means that it's going to be flat on the bottom. So you can get like nail deco like spikes or like ball bearings or anything like that, and then you can get eyelash glue. So eyelash glue is really great because what it is like a very tacky type glue that sits on your skin really well. So eyelash glue is like when it actually I guess it's a little bit like super glue in that you need to like let it air for a second and then stick it to the thing so that it cures correctly. You know what I'm talking about? So for eyelash glue, what it is that it's like a really gummy type glue, kind of like that like really gummy glue that comes on the back of like credit cards and stuff like that. That type of like squishy gumminess to it. So that's the texture of it. So, but when it's on your skin, it doesn't feel like anything, right? So you put it on the decoration piece first. You apply it. You blow on it a little bit so that it'll start out kind of like milky colored, and then as it turns a little bit transparent, and like a little bit like sheeny, kind of like an oil sheeny, that type of like weird kind of shine to it. Once that dries a little bit, you stick it on your face and it stays there. and it stays. It just stays. That shit's awesome. I love eyelash glue. It's great. It works similar to like spirit gum. But not a lot of people know what spirit gum is, so I'm trying not to say too many things that are indistinguishable. Unless you're like into theater and you know what spirit gum is, it's not gonna be useful to you. I almost got my nips pierced. Wait, I almost got my nip piercing ripped out in like 2021 when I was working one time, so I just took it out. That's so scary. I guess, yeah, especially for people who don't have like actual tibbies, right? Like I have actual tibbies, therefore they go behind something underneath my shirt. So I have like 2 layers of protection there. For people who do not wear bras, like that's 1 layer. 1 layer of defense. So like, yeah, that's kind of scary. That's kind of scary. That's kind of scary, Pixel. Saggy is lightweight, can't hold itself up. Gyarados, you're so right. You're so right. Or you can spend the money and I hate it after. Oh, yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I used to put in a fake what is that called? The sinus piercing again. The fuck is that called? The nose one. The nose one in the center. Why is my brain blanking? Septum! Thank you! Yes! Thank you! You guys are great. Thank you. Prosthetic gum is also really good for that stuff, but it can be hard to get off. Yeah, usually, so like prosthetic gum, spirit gum, that stuff is like very, very tacky. And once it cures, it's essentially attached to your skin until you use like the uncure base, the release, I guess serum, I guess would be a way of saying it. Solution, release solution. There we go. Until you apply the release solution to it, and then it just like denatures, and then it comes off really easily. But the what's the track ID here? Which one? The one before? This one? Or this one? This one? The have you checked your butthole? The Aussies. Oh yeah, this is Tom Cardy. This is Tom Cardy. There you go. Yeah, if you don't have the release solution / acetone, it can be ass to get off, and this shit will have you scrubbing and picking at it for quite some time. Yup. Thank you, of course. Yeah, spirit gum. Yeah, it was scary indeed. Yeah, I can imagine. My cats have yoinked my nip knot piercings a couple of times, and every time I'm like, but then it's fine. but the when it happens, you start questioning yourself a little bit, you know? But yeah, I have my nip knops, my navel, my ears. I had my septum, but I needed to take it out for the MRI because I was getting my brain scanned. And they're like, we don't want any artifacts on your brain scan. And I'm like, yeah, that's fair and real and true. So I got it taken out professionally because it was a infinity loop. But when I went to put it back in after my MRI, hey guys, did you know that your nose heel is the fastest healing part of your body? Hey, did you know that if you have a nose piercing and you take it out for more than like 30 minutes, it starts to shrink? It becomes increasingly harder every minute after that to put it back in. Hey, guys, Did you know? So I don't have my septum pierced anymore, which is so sad. Because I had my septum pierced for like years, and I was like, it would be fine. It'll be fine if it's out for a day. Um, it wasn't. It wasn't. Considering your nose keeps growing in old age or whatever, yeah. No, you're right. Yeah. Logically speaking, it healing so much and then it being able to just keep growing along with your ears, yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Just gives you more excuses to get more piercings out. It's true. My nose is gonna be huge. So I want to get my septum re-pierced, and then I was thinking about getting a couple of other things. I kind of want to go in for, so I've had a few people be like, some industrials would look so cute in your ears, and I'm like, you know, maybe it would. Hi, Psycho Card. Good morning. I don't want to become Dumbo at 80, bro. Please. It's so real. Dude, I would be blessed if my ears kept growing. My ears are so fucking small. They're so fucking small. My nose is like, I think my nose is like quite, honestly, like the perfect size for my face. My eyebrows, however, could use a little bit of work. They need a little lifty lift. My brow, I think, is real heavy. And I have like a very like square jaw slash chin. So like it's one of those things where it's easier to do makeup on, but my eyes not so much since they're heavily hooded. Like I have heavily hooded eyes without the advantage of having like the epitham epith epicampal? Epitham what the fuck? What is that fold? What is that called? Epicampal fold? Epicanthal fold. Epicanthal fold. There we go. Jesus Christ. I got it. I was there. I was a few syllables off. Hippopotamus. Actually cubed. My face is quite square. Epic candle gold. Yeah. 3 to the power of 3 is 9! Squirrel, thank you so much for 9 months! I appreciate it. But, yeah, so, like, at neutral, my face is, like, quite square. I just wish, like, for things I wish my eyes weren't as heavily hooded, and I wish that my under chin area was like flatter. But those are like my two things. But who knows? I doubt I'll ever actually pull the trigger on doing surgery or anything like that, because that just feels like so extra to me. Time for fake Mexican food. You had a combination Taco Bell KFC eating a crunch wrap, dude. Congrats. That sounds I wish I could do that, you know? Yeah, epicanthal. So epicanthal folds are the song. Epicanthal folds are the inner eye fold that is more common in people of Asian heritage, um, ranging from, you know, Eastern Europe to Western uh, Polynesia. Uh, so so as Fanime, did you see your Oshis? I didn't meet any other random VTubers this year, which is super interesting actually. Now that I think about it, because the year before I met so many VTubers at Fanime. And then this year I was like handing out cards being like, "Yeah, I'm a VTuber or whatever. Here you go. Here's my stuff, here's my art, whatever." And they're like, "Oh, that's so cool." And they're like, "I don't stream, but you know, I do art or I do this or I do that." And I'm like, "That's so cool." I didn't meet any other VTubers this year. Oh, it was weird. So weird. So now I'm singing at the Taco Bell, I'm at the Pizza Hut, I'm at the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell song. There's Krisu and I always joke about the do you guys want hot pot? Do you guys want barbecue? Do you guys want combination hot pot and barbecue? There's a surprising amount of places who do that here. They're all like, why not have both in one place? You want both? You guys have both in one place. It's the same thing. I bet they were all drunk on feet juice. You know, I did not I don't go to ParkCon. I've never gone to ParkCon in my life. I just stand in my hotel room and stare down at ParkCon and go, man, people be getting turned. I've been to KBBQ once, but never hot pot. Mother, we have to change that. I know where we're going. I know where we're going. I know where we're going for dinner. Mongo, we're gonna go to not only KBBQ and not only hot pot, we're gonna go to the combination KBBQ hot pot place here. 100%. 100%. Hot pot is mad fun. I live in a place of I live in the land of crackers. I think I have one place that does hot pot, maybe. That's wild to me. I feel this was an issue that Andrew and I talked about before, where we were like, if we ever try to move out of this area, we're gonna have to move to someplace that's even more Asian than this area, or we're not gonna survive. Like, that there's no way. There's no way. It's either this place or fucking K-Town in LA. Like, there's no way. uh, just look for the nearest. What is it? Haidalau? Haidalau? Haidalau. Haidalau? Haidilau? I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that. I've never seen that chain before in my life. Rock your body. Wanna go for a ride. I want the music and rock your body now. Meow, 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 meow. I think you're saying it right. The cube is. Oh, cool, awesome. I'm glad. I didn't fuck it up too bad. Rock your body, rock your body. Come on, rock your body. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. We have some good sushi joints and some hibachi, but not much of the other Asian sides. I see. Hmm. I'm thinking about like in the Greater Lakes area, how there is like a large like Korean population in like New York area and like Chicago side, but it feels like there's like nothing in between that as much, which is like so rough. So rough for like what's it call it? Variety. For variety, you know? But sushi joints in that area make sense. Simultaneously. Alright. We're gonna attempt this. If I was closer to Chicago, I'm sure it would be different, but I'm not. Yeah, I know. I was just thinking of like the two places I knew about. Because like New York's got its own, like New York, I mean, has its own Koreatown, its own K-Town area, which Andrew and I stayed near the last time we were in New York. And oh boy, do they have some good shit. They've got some good shit in that area. But like, once you get out of New York, uh, it obviously becomes a lot more dispersed because New York is, you know, very obviously very heavily populated. So like the next nearest area that has like a larger Korean population is like up north area. There's a lot of like pockets of variety in northern upper upstate New York. Sorry, they call it upstate, not northern. In upstate New York. And then I don't think I've been to any of the states between Chicago and New York. Now that I think about it. So hold on, let me look at a map really quick. US map. Shows like you were here. Like that. It's like cha-cha. There's the slide. Dental cost of theater. Margarita. Now it's a dog. Now it's a cat. Never seen it's nothing. It's a baseball bat. I did have KBBQ in Chicago. It was one. I was there 1 year for Anime Central. It had KBBQ at Lou Malnati's. Oh, and then Lou Malnati's. What is Lou Malnati? What is that? Is that like an Italian place? I can't say I'm better. I've barely left my current state and my home state other than driving to other states. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see. I have gone to. I've been to Washington many times. I've been to Oregon a few times. Although I've never stayed in Oregon. I've like been there and been like, that's cool, and then left, you know? Obviously I live in California. I've been to Nevada many times. I've been to Arizona many times. I've been to Utah many times. I've been to I've been to Colorado, but I haven't really stayed in Colorado. I got stranded in Sydney, Nebraska once. That was real fun. I've driven through South Dakota, Wyoming, and Colorado for sure, and New Mexico for sure. So like we'll put a circle here. I've driven through these. I've been to Idaho many times. I know I've been to Montana, but I don't remember it because I was a baby. I don't know if I've ever even driven through North Dakota. Okay. I have been to Minneapolis, actually. I've been to Minneapolis before when I was a kid. I've been to Iowa many times. I've driven through Kansas. Um, I don't know if I've been to Oklahoma. I have never visited Texas, actually. I've stayed in Texas, and I have laid over in
That's
Texas
hilarious.
a few times.
Mountain
But I've
Dew.
never actually visited Texas. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, we stayed in a Westin outside of Fort Worth. Fort Ord airport, and then I have laid over in Texas many times, but I have never been to Texas. You know? Texas is Texas is its own country. Texas is a state, alright. I love how we all have the same opinion on Texas. When I was in Chicago, when I was in Chicago, I thought Illuminati's was pronounced Illuminati because I didn't hear it correctly. I did see the famous bean in Chicago. I've also seen the famous bean in Chicago. I've been to Chicago, Ohio, New York, Boston, and Pennsylvania. Chicago. I say as a lifelong Texan. Oh, thank you. The Texas hate from the lifelong Texan is great. 10 out of 10. And I grew up rural and lived in the city when I went to college. Mood. I also grew up in rural. I grew up in rural California as well, and then moved to a city later in life. Which state is the biggest, Texas or Cali? I think by square mileage it is Texas. And by like not a small margin either, I think. But California does have like mountains and stuff, so. Does Texas have mountains? I literally don't know. I would say it's really varied and there's a lot of good people here. Alaska? What about Alaska? Alaska's the largest? I feel like I should go back to Chicago and see the bean again. Texas is just so much nothing. Last time I was in Houston, I remember it just being so ass. Espresso Dan, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. Oh, also, we had a couple of resubscribes, didn't we? Oh no, I said thank you. I said thank you to the resubscribes, I think. Yeah, I did. Texas infrastructure is god awful. So I've heard. Houston and Dallas are not. Mahjong stream when? Probably. Well, okay. So if I feel okay tomorrow after Pokemon, I will probably switch to Mahjong. Hello. I played a bunch the last 2 days though. On not on stream though. Everybody can watch and judge me as I play my hands. Did I miss anything? Tail End of the Rockies is a Big Bend National Park. Oh. This isn't a very good topographical map. Yes, in West Texas. Okay, Texas has mountains. That's so cool. Oh, no. Okay, so somebody was asking, Squirrel was asking which is bigger, California or Texas? And I said by square mileage, I think it's Texas, and by not a small margin. Which is the biggest though? Alaska, yeah. Alaska is the largest. Is larger than Texas. Can confirm. Go to Texas and tell the people the Cowboys suck. Yeah, I'd rather not get my shit kicked in, especially in a state that's already homophobic, so you know. You teach soap on Sunday, right? That's true. I do teach soap on Sunday. On Sunday, I will be doing a Mahjong stream where I teach soap the basics of Mahjong. Come to Texas and I'll take you to dinner. Yeah! I do. I needed to go to Texas and visit you and Adora and Ty And why are there so many people I know who live in Texas? Oh, but it's such a low cost of living and some shit about no property tax or whatever. Brother, we're basically in the slums. This place sucks ass. PvP enabled state. Oh. Which state is biggest implies all states, not just two given. No, it asked a specific question and qualifier. How dare you? Yes. Right to the oh yeah, the right to carry state. It's ironic that Texas is so homophobic because Austin, Texas, right there, like everyone in Houston is gay closeted as well. True. It's true. It's true. Austin is just tiny San Francisco. It's 100% true. Thai? Like Yuto? No, not that Thai. Thai as in Tyson Serious. Do people call Yuto Thai? Short for Tayoshi Yuto? Come to Toronto, Canada. We'll get the Asian food. Yeah! Just teach them triple orphan. Cause chaos will ensue. Oh, 13 orphans. Yes. I was like, triple orphans? What is that? Just teach them 13 orphans. Chaos will ensue. No, I do not want to teach them 13 orphans. No, I need to instill good hand practice into Soap so Soap can kick my ass, okay? So that I can be punished for my stupid shit that I do. I've heard one person call him that. That's wild. Let it run. I've heard it a few times. That's weird. Aru and Halo friends call Yuto Tai, I'm pretty sure. I don't know who else though. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I've only ever called them Yuto because that is what Tia calls them, if I am remembering correctly. And therefore that is what I was conditioned to call them. Oh, but when I punish Cube for the stupid shit, it's Biss when I get you. Yeah. Because you're a little guy. You're a mushroom. I won't poke you. Biss when I get you, we're gonna. Alright. What other states have I been to? I don't think I've ever been to Wisconsin. I can't say I've ever been to Arkansas. I've never been to Louisiana. I've never been to Mississippi, Alabama, or Florida. I have been to Nashville, Tennessee. I've also been over in this area. So, I've been to Nashville, Tennessee. I've been to North Carolina. I've been to South Carolina. I can't say I've ever been to Georgia, though. Georgia doesn't seem quite right. Hi, Frog! Hey, Frog, how is my bipedal amphibious little dude doing? We don't got much here in Wisconsin other than cheese and beer. That's, hey, do you guys have fried chicken? Because chicken and beer go hard. I have been converted to the lifestyle of chicken and beer, guys. My doctor already said your cholesterol's a little high, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. All right, I guess I have to eat more greens. Even though I take 1,000 milligrams of fiber per day. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know I take 1,000 milligrams of fiber per day? My stomach is still not right. Other than water and lots of trees, I guess. Hey, Chase, what's the Mississippi pickup line again? I don't know. Mongo? I wasn't gonna qualify my statement, but I take 1,000 milligrams of fiber per day along with 1,600 milligrams of magnesium per day, and I still can't shit right. So there we go. There you go. There's the entire statement that I was gonna say, and then decided to censor myself. But now Mongo has unlocked that statement for you guys. I still don't shit right. So there you go. There you go. That is the IBS. Do you take any pre or probiotics? I do. I used to take a prebiotic as well. But instead now I just change it to juice. I take a prebiotic juice every once in a while. But my doctor was like, the prebiotics don't super help with the digestion part, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Uh IBS, I be shitting. Bruh, IBS, I be don't shitting. God. The cube needs more supplements. I take so many supplements in the morning and at night. Dude, Krisu watched me hork down my supplements and she was like, did you just put all of those in your mouth at once? And I was like, yeah. I should take a picture of my pills that I take every morning. Are you with them that shits or they that poo? God damn it. Brother, what the fuck, bro? Bro, that's so much fiber. Holy shit. Okay, so I take vitamin D. I take a nerve supplement called QOL. What is it called? It's um uh oh fuck, I forget what the actual name of it. I just call it QAnol, but that's not even how it's spelled. It's like QL4 coefficient supplement 4 or some shit like that. So I take a nerve supplement. I take vitamin D, vitamin B, uh, uh, folic acid for my hair and nails. I get one thing. I get one thing for beauty. That's it, and it doesn't even work. um, I take magnesium, fiber, an allergy pill every morning. And then sometimes I also take gabapentin. Heading home, enjoy your fiber. Thanks, squirrel. Drive safe. Get home safe. Bro horks down pills like my father. Bro. Brother, you gotta factory reset your insides. Hey, Pixel, don't hate because I'm built diff. Parentheses wrong. I hope your list eventually goes shorter instead of growing. Yeah, it used to be a little bit longer. I used to take a prebiotic along with all of that. And then I used to also take fish oil, but like we were reading something and it was like fish oil supplements don't work unless you're like eating them in food or something. For some reason, it's like how the fat is like hydrolyzed or solubilized inside of your body is different is different in the context in which that it is nestled. So like getting your omega-3 fatty acids from fish, thumbs up, good. Getting your omega-3 fatty acids from a pill, thumbs down, bad. Just goes through your digestive system without being absorbed or something. And I'm like, that's crazy. Needs to latch onto other foods to work correct. Exactly. So I have several bottles of omega-3 fatty acids that I never got through because we were just like, wow, I didn't know this was just making my insides like more expensive essentially. So oh well. Oopsies. Um so yeah. In case you guys were wondering how fucked up my insides and outsides were. There you go. Let's see. I don't think I've ever been to Missouri. I have 100% been to Illinois several times. I I have been to Indianapolis. I know. Wait. Is it Minneapolis or Indianapolis that has the fucking arch? Who has the arch? The arch. The fuck? No, not the arches. What the fuck? The arch. Gateway Arch. Oh, that's in Missouri. That's in St. Louis. Oh, shit. St. Louis is in Missouri? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I got the arch and all the boys love it. Okay, sorry. Okay, I've been to Missouri. And look, it's right here, okay? What? It is not my fault to think that St. Louis was in Illinois, okay? Okay? It's right there. It's on the border. How fucked up are your insides, Chase? We're gonna have to make a new word for this one, Chase. Bad. Okay, I've been to Missouri and I've been to Illinois. Um.
Woogie 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 woogie.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! So okay. I don't. I. I don't know if I've been to Kentucky. So the thing is, we did a road trip twice from New York to South Carolina and then like back. So I don't remember if we actually made like a big detour to Kentucky or not. But I know I've been to Charleston. I know I've been to Virginia. I know I've been to North Carolina and South Carolina. I know I've been to Tennessee. I don't know if we hit Kentucky or not. I'm pretty sure I've never been to Ohio. I don't think I've ever been to Michigan. I don't think I've ever been to Indianapolis or Indiana even. Dude, Offkai is going to be so weird hearing Chase and all their noises without stream cutting them out. Oh my god. Real. Okay, I have definitely okay, let's zoom in here because New England likes being special. I've never been to Maine, I've never been to Vermont, I've never been to New Hampshire. Obviously been to New York several times, been to Pennsylvania a couple times. I've been to New Jersey. I did go to Maryland. I did go to Delaware. I don't think I've been to Connecticut. I've been to Massachusetts? 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 Jesus Christ, brain. I hope their moss was good, yeah. Alright, Rhode Island. Have I been to Rhode Island? I don't know. I don't know if I've been to Rhode Island, guys. Active perception check. Chase out here inventing say it's true. No filters to stop that. No one's been to Rhode Island. I don't know. So skibbity. I can perceive you. Alright, that I've been to Hawaii. I've never been to Alaska. All right. So that's one. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Should I lose count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, I've been to 22 states. There you go. That's just a prison. I don't understand I don't understand why don't the big states just eat the little states. Something something states' rights, something something historical precedent, something something historical rights. All right. I've deleted it. I've deleted it. I've deleted it. It's gone. We're no longer talking about the states of the United States. This is in fact Mekon's sketch that I'm supposed to be working on. Heck that, we need warring states, period. No! We're not having Civil War II Electric Boogaloo! All the smaller states on the top right need to be combined for sure. I mean, I feel like they often are already underneath the banner of like New England, right? New England. Oh god. Oh man. Ooh. So I decided to make a choice to go to my spinal specialist evaluation not having taken any gabapentin, and oh boy, am I feeling it, Mr. Krabs. I am feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Let me go grab my water bottle really quick. Yeah, I would agree, Mongo. It does feel like we've been on the edge of the brink of civil war several years in a row. Hi, Tiba. Good morning. How are you? Oh, I don't like that for sketching. I'm good. Just ate a taco. Ooh. Yum 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 yum. Yeah. I would stop I would like to stop living through like newly historical precedent events, you know? Historically precedent events. I would like to stop that. This timeline needs to chill out, you know? I was really close to crashing out on stream yesterday. I felt that. I was like yeah, it's been a bit. It's been a bit. Home to Buang. Welcome back, Squirrel. I'm glad you got home safe. Pizza pasta time. Hi, Mandarin.
That's hilarious.
Hello, hello. All right, guys. It is true. You could crash out if you want to. It is your party. This is such a soft face for 𝒫𝓁. I love it. It's because 𝒫𝓁 has a soft face. The best part about crash outs is that they are free, unless, at least until you start breaking shit. Well, if you're using the internet definition of crash out, yeah. I feel like for us though, crash outs are a little bit more like closer to meltdowns. Like just the overwhelming sense of like dread of that this fucking country instills in me every morning when I wake up is just, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. This is a society. We live in a society. Yeah, we live we live in this society. Unfortunately, crazy. Hi hand. Can we move? Can we actually do the thing I want you to do? That would be great. Thanks. Thanks, hand. Hey, Chipster! The last time I crashed out was over those stools at the hipster bar that pissed me off so much. The stools at the hipster bar, were they poorly constructed? Did they perhaps not do the job that they're supposed to be doing? Please explain the hipster bar stools. Ragey, we exist indeed. That's why I take rot time to try and let it settle enough to not. Yeah, for real, for real. Hi, Tipsor. Me and Guy Tech arrived safe. Can't stay for long. Just want to say hi. Yeah! I'm glad you arrived safely. I hope you enjoy the con. Please have fun. Make sure you drink lots of water. Make sure you sit often. Relax. Take a moment. Don't hurt yourself. Taco Bell has activated to the porcelain throne. This reminds me of the store near me. They have small tiles on the floor that go against the flow of traffic, so your cart is constantly going bump, 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 bump as you move through the store, and I just want to. Okay, 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 hold on. Steel, no padding, nothing to lean back on, not set into floor, and the middle bar was too high up so you couldn't rest your feet on it. They were fucking oh my god, wait, that does sound horrid. I do not like that. That's a 0 out of 10 stool. Hi, Phil! You know what? You do deserve this big Toblerone.
I miss my wife tales.
I stole her hair. I made such a cute Mekon. What the fuck? Hey, hey. Have you ever thought about how cute Mekon's design is? It does give me an amount of cute aggression. Miku da yo. This is Len. This is Len. I was about to say, hearing this makes me want to say Jubit. I meant the other one, which looks like the rock sign, but it's actually Rin and Len. Shot in the dark, maybe Tengoku? Tengaku? I forgot if Tengaku is Rin and Ren or not. This is good eating, Chief. I can't remember the name of it, but oh well, I can always just fire up the PSP to find out. This is the, maybe it's Ren, actually. I always think it's Len because the voice is a little deeper. Hello! But it looks like it's actually Rin. Here you go. It's a name that I can't read, which is half the reason why I don't know any of the Vocaloid names, is because, or Vocaloid songs, is because they're all written in kanji or Japanese in general. And I'm like, I will never learn the name of the song because I don't know what it says. Hello, Jed. Solitude's End. That's what it is? That's the romanticization of that? Alright. Roshin Yukai. Cool. Roshin Yukai. Roshin Yukai. Got it. Dude, I cannot get over how much I love having a Pop-Tart and beer. It's a combo that goes together like burger and bread. It's a Japanese name for meltdown. Oh. But Chase, you know the name of Rolling Girl. Because it's written in English! I sense judgment from you, Chase. First, I will qualify the statement. Considering it's you, I don't think it is that strange for you to come into chat being like, Pop-Tart and beer, 10 out of 10. However, from my personal standpoint, a sour, yeah, I agree with Mongo. A sour beer and a Pop-Tart would go good together. I would also agree. Chase also knows World's End Dance Hall. Do I? But like an IPA and a Pop-Tart doesn't sound great, yeah. An IPA and anything doesn't sound great. I agree, AMV. Like, IPAs are like one of those things that I've never quite got, but there are people who really like bitter things. And I support, you know, I support the rights of everyone and their wrong opinions sometimes, but you know, it's okay. Like, not everybody can be correct. It's a Modelo Light and a strawberry Pop-Tart. Is your strawberry Pop-Tart naked at least? Tia can have my IPA. If I can have her sour, same. Mongo, we'll have to fight over it. Give me your IPAs. Jed, you also like IPAs? I don't discriminate on alcohol. Oh my god. Yeah, the only thing I want an IPA in is the Drain. Oh my god. Modelo rocks though, no hate from me. The only thing I like Modelo's in are micheladas. Except for cheap alcohol? Yeah, and you're telling me that a Modelo is not cheap alcohol? Okay. Or sorry, an IPA isn't a cheap alcohol. Hell nah, I got that frosting. Ew! Put that shit back in the box. I'll share it. We can split and go off from there. Yeah, that works. Shit, I don't know. Give me whatever. My cheap beer of choice is Corona. Also good in the michelada, but not good by itself. I think it's way too. I think. Let me rephrase. I don't discriminate on beer. Ah, okay. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. I haven't had a Modelo, so I've got no reference there. Modelos are similar to a Corona. At least if it's a Modelo like light, right? It's not a lager or anything like that. If it's the light beer, then it's similar to like a Corona or like any other light wheat beer. I would say it's very similar to like a Hefeweizen, in that it is hoppy, and bitter. I was introduced to beer at a craft brewery, so I feel like I'm spoiled. I was introduced to beer. Okay, so all right, hold on. Okay, so my mom is I would say very liberal and European in her sense of allowing her children to have alcohol in her presence as long as it was like a taste or like a very safe place for us to partake in. Not like I got drunk at like 10 or something like that. No. Nothing like that. Um but my mom was very like European in her senses of that, and I think her exchange period when she was in high school had a large effect on how she believed in raising her kids. Because when she went to on exchange in high school, she was allowed to drink and experiment and felt very safe in her environment to do so, with her host family. And so she wanted to enshrine that in her kids as well. So us growing up, we knew what alcohol tasted like, and we knew not to have too much of it. And we knew, like, she would be like, okay, one glass or like a sip or whatever it was, like depending on our age, right? Like that was what her like rule set was, right? So like uh I used to sip from the Chardonnay bottle when I was cooking or something like that, and I'd be like, still don't like it, or something like that. Like, it was never like I'm gonna get wasted with my mom when I'm 13. No. I did, however, get wasted with my mom at 18 for my 18th birthday when we went to LA. I went to LA. We ordered from the bar. They did not card me. What can I say? Anyways. I 100% that bartender was like, and then looked at my mom, and my mom shrugged, and he went, okay. It's LA. It was Hollywood. They don't give a fuck. Um, So, yeah, my cousin and my mom and her mom got wasted. And let me tell you, if you drink alcohol in a hot tub and then get out of that hot tub, and jump into the pool, that's a bad idea. Hey guys, that's a bad idea. Your survival instincts are 0. Don't do that. Luckily, my brain was like, oh, I should swim. And then got up, went to the shallow end, and went, that was a bad idea. Okay? This was my first time ever doing that. I had no idea what I was doing. I was 18. Just let me be. Just let me be. I learned my lesson. So, anyways, my introduction to beer was something called oh fuck, wait, what is it called again? Belgian fruit beer. Lambic. There we go. I think it's Lambic. Lambic. It's Lambic. Lambic beer, uh, types of lambic beer include, Guège, Guège, Creek, lambic, and framboise. So I was introduced to beer through that, which is incredibly sugary. It is incredibly delicious. It tastes like dessert in a bottle. It doesn't taste like beer. It doesn't taste like anything. It tastes like fucking cider. That shit is delicious. So my first alcoholic drinks were like Mike's Hard, um, Angry Orchard, uh, and Lambic. Lambic or Lambic? Um, Mr. Rossetti. And those three things set me up for failure when expecting beer. So my mom was like, okay, like if you want to try other things, like we can try them. And so sometimes she would like have beer in the house, which was not actually very often. She never really had alcohol in the house. Or sorry, she never had beer in the house really, unless we were having like a big dinner party or something. So when I tried a wheat beer for the first time, I was like, oh, so bitter! And my mom was like, ha 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 ha, you're so funny. So, yeah, I was set up for failure from the beginning. I was like, who likes this shit? And my mom's like, it's an acquired taste. I'm like, who acquires this taste? Willingly! So, yeah. Coronas, Heinekens. For a little while, I thought I could stand a Stella Artois, but, no. No, they're still also very bitter. Parents had wine because they drink more wine, not a fan of wine. I also drank a lot of wine. I feel like I was way too educated about wine as, like, an early teen for people to, like, take me seriously. Like, I knew way too much about wine. I knew way too much about wine as a preteen. Like, a ridiculous amount of knowledge about wine as a preteen. So by the time I was like an adult and looking for wine stuff, people were like, what the fuck? How are you like, how do you have like almost connoisseur level knowledge about wine as like a 20-year-old and have never like truly been wine tasting? I know. See, I introduced Frog to wine. I introduced Frog to wine and told him what flavor palette, like what flavor profiles to look for if he likes a certain type of flavor. And then he went out and bought it and was like, this shit's delicious. Chase the sommelier, essentially. Like, I feel like if I tried to become a certified sommelier by like 22, I could have. I feel that sugar drinks are still my go-to, which makes bitter stuff horrid for me. Yeah, I just am not, I've never been a fan of bitter foods. Um, and I think part of it is what like made me so uh averse to having bitter things like willingly, you know? Parents had wine. Yeah, started at a craft brewery. Let me skip to the acquired taste period mostly. Yeah. I I could probably still become a sommelier, but I don't think uh my flavor like ability to identify flavor is as pristine as it used to be, to say the least. Because I'm probably pretty throttled as far as like, you know, stuff. My face is numb. I love this. Thank you, spinal issues. My face is numb again. Okay, let's start lining this. Just about. So my appointment's at 3:30. Right. Yeah, it's just after 3. So I wanna get there around 3. So remember the time. Remember the time. Yeah. I'll be okay. Let's hope we get some actual answers. Today. Yippee! But yeah. I have about an hour. So once yeah, Kisa? Kisa just made this face and like like stared straight up at the ceiling, and I was like, okay. I would say surely, but I can't hear. Oh, dude, during my work trip, I found out that if I ate a whole can of Pringles, it gives me a migraine from all the MSG. You mean salt. It's not from the MSG, it's just from the salt in general. So, monosodium glutamate is a flavor enhancer that is a type of salt. But MSG in general doesn't actually do anything to you. It is just the amount of sodium inside of it. There's if you read an article that claims that MSG causes migraines, it's factually incorrect. It is just salt. A lot of things use MSG since it is a flavor enhancer. I don't think there's anything wrong with MSG. It does just, however, add to the total sodium inside of that item, which means that you need to be mindful of how much sodium you are consuming. Me, on the other hand, I need, apparently, more sodium in my diet. Because my cardiologist was like, yeah, we're just gonna chalk it up to a vasovagal episode. And I was like, two? Two of them? The MSG scare stuff? Yeah. Yeah, good to know. It's the vestiges of the literal anti-China, anti-communist propaganda, and I'm not joking. Yeah. No, 100%. You're so right. So, back when there was MSG being introduced as more of like a mass product thing, it used to be used in a lot of stuff, but then it got associated strictly with Chinese cooking and people talking about the what was it, Chinese food syndrome or some shit like that. They like named it that, and so it became this sort of anti-China, anti-Chinese food, anti-Asian food type of propaganda that came about because they were talking about how MSG is the source of everyone's issues and how it causes bloating and all this other stuff when it's actually just literally the amount of salt intake somebody is having, um, versus being directly related to MSG. So there you go. Today you learned. There's been a lot of studies surrounding it now. There was a period in the US where everyone was like, MSG is evil and propaganda. Yep. I thought it was because the glutamic acid and such. It's because of the Chinese cooking. Yeah. Yup. Yep. Something the US propaganda machine is built on racism. Always has been. Oh my god, hey guys. It's the song that Tia's definitely not going to be singing at AX. That's crazy. How did it end up on my playlist? I don't know. It's definitely not from that. It's actually because Krisu kept playing it in the car, and so it got stuck in my head, and so I added it to the playlist. And hey, what would you look at that? Something. AX. What joy? What? No, it's not. We're a melting pot of everyone. Who could ever? Happy now? AX, yeah. Tia is singing at AX on Friday morning at 9 a.m. and also Saturday at 4 p.m. I am debating if I want to fly down for literally just the day on Saturday. Go to the concert, have dinner, and then fly back home. Hello, Flying Master. Have a blessed day, y'all. I'm out. Toodles. Thank you so much for the follow. If you can make it, I'd do it. Yeah. I was trying to load up my Southwest app yesterday to look at flight prices because it wouldn't cost that much. Flights from my city to LA is like probably one of the cheapest ones. So it wouldn't be out of the question for sure. Flying down just to support the homie, yeah. If I have the points, that was gonna be the thing. It's like if I have the points on my Southwest card, I would 100% do it. It's like 30-minute ride or something close, right? From me? No. No. Oh, you mean on the airplane though? Yeah, it would be like 30 minutes in the air. I got there eventually. Don't worry, Mongo. Just let me go through the motions. Yeah, the plane. I could hear the gears turning. It was so funny. Look. It takes a second. I heard the super quick flights are ever that bad. Yeah, I did a day trip to Vegas once for a work trip. And it sucked and my brain was so confused cuz there's something about like going so far away only to come back in the same day and be home in bed and be like, I traveled such vast distances today in just like an hour and 40. Cause like I had a day trip to like a conference in Vegas. That's what it was. I had a day trip to a conference in Vegas. And Vegas is like an hour and 40 minutes. By flight, I think. Something like that. It's not quite 2 hours. Um and it might be less actually. It might be just over an hour. But like I went there, I got out, and suddenly I'm in Vegas, right? And I feel like my brain has a hard time reconciling the changes. Like I feel like it doesn't process the fact that I'm there until I'm already leaving. And then it doesn't process the fact that I went there and back until like the next day. And then I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah. Mongo, you're gonna experience this, I think, as soon as you land. Where are you landing in San Jose Airport? Did you have your flight to San Jose Airport or SFO? For Offkai. Cause like you're gonna San Jose. Okay, that makes sense. Good. Good. Um yeah, you're gonna step out of San Jose Airport and be like, I am in a completely new environment. You also chose San Jose? Hell yeah. Good job, guys. Good job. I'm so proud of you guys. Momo. Momo. What are you doing? Yeah? Ooh, big stretching. Big stretching? Hi. What's up? Oh, yeah? Yeah? Hi. Hi. What's up, baby? You wanna come hang out? You wanna come hang out? He's not sure what he wants to do. Ooh, big stretch. Ooh, big stretch. He saw me, came over, went, ooh, ah. He's so cute. The commute from the hotel to con will be plenty. I don't need more. Yeah, going from the Great Lakes to sort of near the ocean is going to be so weird environmentally, I think. You're going to be able to see the bay when you land, but you're not going to see the ocean from San Jose. Unfortunate for you. You'll need to come up to the city proper if you want to see the ocean. When it hits above 75, I'm gonna start melting. It was pretty cool the last year, but obviously the weather changes year to year, but it was pretty cool last year. Although San Jose does get Momo! Shh! Yelling is not prohibited right now. Sorry, yelling is not acceptable right now. Yelling is prohibited. We do not yell in this house. Okay. Yeah. Let me see. What was the temperatures last July? Temperature? Temperature? There we go. Temperature, San Jose, 2025 July. Historical weather data. July. End of July. Yeah, end of July was actually really chill. It was just above 70 last time. They had a cool period and then another heat wave right after that. But yeah. That's what I remembered. I remembered last year being very mild in temperature, so it was just above 70s. I hope it's like that this year. Me too. It was really warm during Fanime though, so let's see. Yeah. Oh, last Fanime was also rather chill except for one day. That's the same this year. This year it was really mild and very windy. And there was only one day in the morning where it got really, really warm and then it cooled off immediately because it was windy. So we'll see if it's windy again. Comfortable. Yeah. Yeah. On this very helpful pictograph, it says this area that is yellow is labeled comfortable, and the entire week that Offkai was in that comfortable zone. Using my psychic twin powers to manifest decent weather. Incredible. Can I help you, Momo? Do you need something from me? Yes? Hi! 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 Yes, pets. Pet the Momo. Pet the Momo. Wayne, thank you so much for the head pats earlier. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Did I miss anything? The Midwest right now is in a big heat wave where our highs are in the 80s almost every single day. If not for my AC, I think I would have died by now. Dude, that's crazy. Oof. Fun fact, in my city, a lot of the apartments don't have AC. So when we have heat waves, it's either melt, die, or buy out the entire Walgreens with all of the box fans available. I'm absolutely dreading the weather. That's the only reason I chose the closest hotel to the con available. Momo! Shh. Buddy. Do you want to hang out or no? What are you yelling about? Oh my goodness. Do you want baby time? You want baby time? You want baby time? Ugh. Hi. Hello. 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 What you doing? Hmm? Hi, never mind. There. I have Momo in my arms now. Are you happy? Oh, he's purring. He's purring. Mwah. Comfortable? Like Comfortable Doug? Centaur World reference. Rose, same. Also, hi. Hi, never mind. You're going to Offkai? Is Momo needing the pickups? Yes, Momo is needing the pickups. Hi, baby. Hi. Yeah. Yeah. No. You don't want to relax? Hi. Oh, yeah, yeah. He was like, I'm off. No, I'm back on. Hi. You're half off, half on. He's straddled between his hammock, and my lap. Hi, can I clean off your face? Can I clean off your face? Can I clean off your face, please? Oh, good boy. Oh, you're such a good boy. Good job. Okay. The Midwest is so weird. We can hit 100 some days in the summer and then negative 30 in the winter. Yeah. Andrew went to college in Chicago, and he was talking about how, like, it's way too hot in the summer and way too cold in the winter, and he's like, why does anybody live there? Yeah, Momo. Oh, you're gonna... Okay. Adorable little demon child. Yeah, he is my big fluffy orange baby. Hi! Look at all this hair that you put on my sweater. Why would you do this to me? All the kitty hair on my sweater. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's you. That's all your kitty hair. Look at it. And then he runs off. Okay. Oh no, earthquakes, hurricanes, and most of the bugs aren't bad. Shh! My guy! You're being crazy today. Yeah, the fall is perfect usually. Time for me to head off for the day. But I will remind you again to watch the time for the next 35 minutes. Thank you, Strix! Have a good night! Sleep well. Well, now I'm a little less excited for Chicago because it's gonna be hot. Yep. And not just hot, it's gonna be humid. At least in California, it's a dry heat. Ha 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 ha. Really depends on the time. What the fuck you mean humid? Yeah, the humidity is killer half the time. Yeah. The fuck you mean the fuck you mean? Yeah, it's gonna be humid. It's a Great Lakes. It's on the Great Lakes. Chicago is on a lake. Not literally on the lake. It's on the shore of a lake, but you know what I mean. You know, it's like lakefront property, how, you know, I have a house on the lake, but it's not like on the lake on the lake. Yeah, remember that distinguishment that I was like, "Hey, I was thinking it meant like a houseboat?" And then they were like, "No, it's not a houseboat. It just means that it's like, you know, like in front of it." And I'm like, "That's silly." Anyways, um still think about that every once in a while. Anyways, this Mikon's turning out cute. shut up on. I wanna be. I wanna be. Dude, I don't know geography. I'm just an innocent southern man. By my standards, Frog, I shouldn't be that bad, but I'm a born Midwesterner. Yeah, I am a Californian through and through. Um, so humidity is a killer for me. And so anytime I go to a place that's like more than 60% humidity, my fucking skin starts to crawl. And I can't deal with it. Can't. 0 out of 10 cannot deal with it. It just makes me so overstimulated. Cause I can just feel it on my skin, and it's like this forever prickling sensation. Do you know what it is like to smell the storm before it's here? A little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Cause it's less of a smell and more of like a feeling. Cause I can feel when we are in like a low pressure or high pressure environment too. I can be like, man, it feels weird today. Yeah, you can walk out, take a quick whiff, and go, "Oh, it's gonna rain." Yeah, I would I would say my sense of smell is good, but it's not that good. Like it's not like that. Although I guess if I was more like conscious of what I was actually smelling versus being like, it's humid. Got the fucking weather sense. My sense of smell is bad. Oh no. Oh no. Pasito, pasito, suave, suavecito, se me va olvidando poquito a poquito. Pasito, suave, suavecito, se me va olvidando poquito a poquito. Me besa, me besa. I have no clue where to rank my sense of smell. Rain just has a smell here. COVID robbed me of like 69% of my sense of smell. It fucked me. Yeah. I'm lucky I didn't get COVID. Yippee. It has its ups and downs, but on the plus side, I can change a diaper with relatively straight face. Best uncle award for Frog! Real. Yeah, I unfortunately can't. Just thinking about it makes me wrinkle my nose. Thank you. Thank you. I feel like COVID would have taken you out. Dude, the COVID vaccine took me out for 2 weeks. The vaccine! 2 weeks! The flu shot will take me out for like a week. Like paper in the wind. Dude, I had the flu for like 3 months. 3 months. Remind me that when I had COVID, microwave popcorn smelled like rotting meat. And guess who had a roommate that loved microwave popcorn? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's horrible. Oh my god. That's horrid. I had COVID once and it took me out for like 3 days, but I didn't get any weird symptoms. Ooh. Yeah, I remember the whole like change in taste and smell type thing, and people were talking about how like oatmeal was like their only safe food, but then oatmeal started smelling like you know, up dog. And I was like, that sucks. And they're all like, and it was my only safe food in the house. And so, like, essentially they had to, like, pinch their nose as they were, like, eating it so that they couldn't smell it as much, but then, like, it still tasted bad. Yeah, it was... Yeah, I can only imagine how bad it would be, because Dude, I love food. I love food. If there was a disease that made me not like food, I would have nothing left to live for. I'm curious about the experience of losing one's taste, but it would be scary at the time. Oh, for sure. For sure, for sure. I mean, when you have a bad enough cold and your nose is like backed up, like you're going to lose your ability to taste certain things, right? So, I wouldn't be such a bitch about tasting alcohol. I don't think tasting alcohol is really a taste. I think it's more of a sensation. Like you ugh, it like burns on the way down. It like it prickles your tongue. It like does all kinds of stuff to you that like other than just smell, you know? It burns nicely. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one, Frog. Oh, go Frog, go! Mikan's looking super cute, by the way. Thank you! Have a good one! Have a good one! Bye-bye! I could never be a sip straight alcohol from a glass type guy. Yeah, same. Like, I thought, as a wee baby little 22-year-old, I thought I liked whiskey. Never have I ever been proven wrong so quickly. Like, with the quickness. The only whiskey I think I could say I like is Screwball, and even then I can't drink it straight. Yeah. I uh I used to have a love affair with Honey Jack. Um I Honey Jack is one of those whiskeys that isn't really a whiskey because it's not, it's like, it's basically almost a honey liqueur at that point. But Honey Jack with ginger ale used to be like my go-to drink. Need a mixer of some sort. The Fire Jack and apple cider is pretty good. Ooh, I can imagine that. Yeah. The other thing that I also really like is Rattlers, which are like a light beer. I think it could be any type of beer, but generally it's a light beer or like a wheat beer that's mixed with like some sort of juice, like grapefruit, lemonade. When we went to ramen during Fanime, I ordered a yuzu light ale and a yuzu soda, and that was delicious. That was delicious. That made a wonderful rattler. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. 10 out of 10. Would do that again. Yeah. I mean, I'm essentially, so like rattlers are nice because it is just sort of like an easier way to do something, and also it's a way to like split a beer with someone if you want to. I've learned yuzu makes some great drinks. Yuzu love yuzu. Love yuzu. Yuzu is interesting because it is so similar to lemon that a lot of people can't tell the difference. But I don't know why I can. Like, I'll try something and be like, ooh, is that yuzu? And people are like, yeah, it's yuzu. And I'm like, cool. But like, I've never done like a side-by-side comparison of lemon and yuzu juice to like know what makes them different in my brain. I could just identify that it's different, you know? But yeah, I've had a yuzu, so like I've had a lemon drop made with yuzu instead of lemon before, and it was the most delicious thing I have ever had. Then again, if you make any alcoholic drink 50% yuzu juice, it's gonna be delicious. I for sure can't split them, but I haven't tried too much yuzu. I think part of it is like with lemon things tend to be sweetened more, and then yuzu things tend to not be sweetened as much because the tartness is part of the flavor profile people want versus like the floral notes that are in lemon. I think is like just how they're presented differently generally. Um but I honestly couldn't tell you too much. Cuz it's just I don't know. nothing is not for a take now. It's so obvious. I'm up there up and take you down. Down, down. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Now I'm master of illusion. None of them let me go now. It's a blue thing. Sleep. Run with yourself. I'm up in the places of my girl. Oh, again. Oh, again. Stop relying us to die. You can hide it if you want. Then we'll take you down. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. Making me cry and telling me sorry and never dare up and take you down. I'm a fiend for lemon things though, so it being similar enough lets it slip by real easy. I used to make a cocktail that was incredibly dangerous, very refreshing, but it will 10 out of 10 send you. A Corona in a tall glass with lots of ice, lots of lime, and then 1 to 2 shots of silver tequila. Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah! Yeah! Dude, it's something about sour stuff that really covers the flavor of alcohol. So, like, yeah, that, I believe that. I believe that would send someone. Don't you shine down on me We never shine on another annoying notification. It's Dr. 𝒫𝓊. It's time for medication. Not you from starvation. After a minute's right. Oh no, it's almost on. We're not out there. Don't everything you ever hope what's there. It's elsewhere. Golden glare. Oh, look, why don't you shine down on me? You never shine on me, HEWWOO, with ours are commodities. But I keep wishing just one more call, not gonna hurt. Just one more pull, dig in the dirt. A wishing pull, a wrestling swords. One more pull, just one more. Need one more pull, the gun comes home. Just one more pull, and lead and roll. Retirement savings are mostly gone. One more pull, just one more. It's not the only I felt out all that pity. It's leading so lonely. I'm still at 50 pity. Resenting and I keep getting banned. And I is merciless. It's time there was not get mine. And that's fine. Yellow glow, why don't you shine down on me? You never shine on me, oh yo, with lots of your guarantees. But I keep wishing you're gonna hurt. There's one more pull, dig in the dirt. I'm wishing pull, the restless swords. There's one more pull, just one more. Instead it's you applied on me. So long, you long goodbye, Jolie. Yellow glow, you're finally here. Is it Chi-Chi? Fly harder next year. Geopyro animal, I can take it anymore. Never shine on Leo, Hydro, Electrum, Nine, Primo, final score. Don't keep me waiting. Pyro animal, I can take it anymore. I'm gonna do a night, no thing to go. There's no guarantee. They can count on me, but I keep wishing. In the kitchen, doing up my cooking. The world's gone mad. Hello, Bunyan! How are you? Just passing through? Hello, hello! Welcome in. Hi, Raiders! My name is Chase. I'm your local intergalactic, interdimensional, alien, demon, angel, goblin thing, and I'm here to be your next president. I'm an artist, animator, and game dev, and sometimes I also play games. Except that sometimes is more often now because I'm fucking broken at the moment. But anyways, hi! Eat it up, eat it up, eat it up. It's a hot stop. The big top. Speaking of broken, gotta head to your appointment soon. Soon, yeah. I was hoping I'd finish up the hair first before I have to leave. But, I played Yu-Gi-Oh!, got drunk, then played Postal 2. Oh my god! Sounds like a good time. Go drink some hewwo. Get yourself hydrated. To get to. Tea. Hot and ready. Eat it up. Eat it up. In your teeth. Hot and ready. Eat it up. Eat it eat it, eat it, eat it eat it eat it eat it, eat it. Eat it up. Eat it up. Eat it eat it eat it, eat it. Eat it up. Eat it up. Oh, cute fluffy ears. I know. Who could this be, Banan? Couldn't possibly be anyone we know. No. It couldn't possibly be anyone we know. Ring, 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 ring. Hey, Chase, don't forget your appointment. Thank you! Thank you! I'm gonna try finishing the hair before I leave. But if we hit 2:30 and I still haven't fucking left, yeah, you can nuke me.
Woogie 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 woogie.
Chipser! Don't tell the others it's just me today. Thank you, Chipser. They came to start poking my eyes. No, don't poke the eyes! Noted, preparing nuke with cat silencers. No! The most dangerous nukes around! Because they're cute! You're gonna go get more booze and a burger, ayo. Dude, burger sounds so good, though. Burger sounds so good, though. Hey, Nyan. Hey, Nyan, you're gonna go get burger for all of us, right? You're gonna take orders? You going to In-N-Out? Okay, I have to go back to socializing. See you guys. Did you set a timer? Yes, sir. A plus mod. You know what you're getting after the appointment, maybe. Nah, the nearest is Burger King, so I'm usually making my homemade. Oh, I see, I see. Even better. Did not need a timer for this. Ah! Stay with me. Na, 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 na. Da, na, 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 me. Na, 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 na. Have fun, fellas. I'm a lurk. Tash, I'm stupid in chair. You good? Have a good night. Thank you for the lurkies. Yeah? I think I did it. Yippee! There we go. Alright. Happy calling the hair done. Need to add the barrettes and stuff, but yeah. Yeah. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Alright. Thank you guys so much for joining. Where shall we send you guys off to? Let's see. Shuj is doing art. Dana's doing art. You guys want more art? Cake is also doing art. She's doing art trades. Ooh. Shuj is working on Pride Month stuff. Oh, Jay's also doing art. Alright, we'll send you guys over to Dana. Dana's doing art. Let me see. What is Dana up to? Ooh. Dana's doing her bisexual panic picture right now, which is great. So, we've got raid 1, raid 2. Alright, go ahead and copy pasta the raid message in chat so you guys let me know you're ready to go. And I will play us out. Thank you guys again so much for hanging out for this very short stream. I am forever grateful for your guys' love and support. Literally would not be here without y'all. We have 55 more followers into our 3,000 follower goal. And we need 49 points for our plus goal. That means we need 49 people to either resub at tier 1 or like 6 people to resub at tier 3 or something like that. Tier 3 is worth a lot. So, you know, and then a smattering in between for tier 2s. But yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Closer and closer every day. T3 is 6 points. Oh, 6 versus 1. Yeah. Perfect. Alright. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, bright and early for Pokemans. Alright? Toodaloos. Bye!